Oh hi, welcome to Gattsy on Goosebumps, the show in which I review every single Goosebumps book from R.L. Stine's original series. Today we are taking a walk in the wilderness with Goosebumps number 43, The Beast from the East. You can see here Tim Jacobus manages to make in the story, very unintimidating monster look even less intimidating by drawing what is essentially just a blue koala with Asiatic facial features. I like the colours, but it's not going to scare anyone. He's a real. They should have italicized animal instead of real, because it's saying he's a real animal, but the expression is he's a real animal. Amateur hour. And the blurb reads as follows: "Every beast for himself. Ginger Wald and her identical twin brothers, Nat and Pat, are lost in the woods. No problem. After all, Ginger did that stupid nature game. Still, there's something odd about this part of the woods. The grass is yellow, and the bushes are purple, and the trees are like skyscrapers. Then Ginger and her brothers meet the beasts. They're big blue furry creatures, and they want to play a game. The winner gets to live, the losers get eaten." I criticised our last book in the series, Egg Monsters from Mars, for taking far too long to get into the action. This definitely doesn't have that problem, but it comes at a cost of providing no backstory or anything. So Ginger and her family are camping in the woods. Which woods? We've got no idea. The woods. And then suddenly they're lost, and suddenly they're in this really strange part of the woods with multicoloured trees. One of her brothers gets separated from the other two, and then Ginger and one of the brothers, they come across these beasts, and like it says, they want to play a game. It's it's as simple as that. The game is called The Beast from the East, and because Ginger's it, she's going to get eaten unless she tags one of the beasts before sundown. And what follows is just a bunch of hijinks. That's the only way to describe it, really, hijinks. You know, the recurring gag, or I guess plot device is, you know, they'll keep doing something either accidentally or on purpose, and that will inevitably involve, you know, a different rule. Like Ginger gets different coloured dirt on her hands, so that's a rule. And then like they touch a rock to tag one of the beasts, but it's like a penalty rock or something. That's the joke. They, you know, they're like, oh, don't pretend you don't know these rules, but like they don't, obviously. And it's just these arbitrary rules that they would never be able to guess anyway. And just things like that. They meet a talking dog squirrel that tells them to hide in a cave full of bugs. And then they sort of lose the game in the end, and they're about to be barbecued, but then like the other twin turns up and they're like, oh, that's another rule. You can clone yourself, so you're level 3 players. So clearly we shouldn't have been playing with you at all. You're far too good for this. And she's like, yeah, that's what I meant when I said we didn't want to play. And they're like, ah, sorry about, yeah, you're much, yeah. They're like, oh, sorry, follow this path back to find your parents. And on the way back, they see this other beast, and they're like, hey, get out of the way, we're level 3 players. He's like, oh, I'm level 3 too. And then he tags him, he's like, you're it. So that's the cliffhanger, the game starts all over again. Look, I'm not going to be too harsh on it. It's clearly meant to be like a comedic story. It would actually be really, really effective as like a children's picture book with like these colourful plants and these big beasts that are not like scary in the slightest, and like all these made up rules. But it's really bad for a Goosebumps book. The biggest problem being that the main characters sort of lack all agency in the sense that they don't know any of these rules, so there's no chance that you can get behind them, and as they work out this strategy, they just stumble through on blind luck, which doesn't make it very compelling to read. And that's really all there is to say about it. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but it's really boring, and like, it's definitely skip Beast from the East. Thank you for watching this very brief episode of Gattsy on Goosebumps. Please join me next week, in which I'm sure the book will be much more exciting, in Goosebumps number 44, Say Cheese and Die Again. I'm hopeful. Until then though, please stay spooky.